Hello everyone. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. I want to welcome everybody to my spiritual sanctuary and also welcome everyone into the winter solstice today. And I am doing a video here on Thursday instead of Friday to welcome in the new energy for the solstice and to kind of go over a little bit about the solstice. We also are in Mercury retrograde, right? So if you'll notice, I did not do a video last Friday. I have still kind of acclimating and getting settled here in my new home. And with Mercury retrograde, I just decided to speak less and maybe allow the energy to just kind of flow for a while, because that's where we're heading into the solstice energy. Longest nights here in the northern hemisphere and the shortest days in the southern hemisphere. Of course, it's the total opposite. However, we are enjoying Christmas season as well during this time of Mercury retrograde and the winter solstice. So it is time of review, re-look at things, reanalyze, recover, rest, rejuvenate, realign, all of those things that kind of, you review the year ahead, right? We're getting to the last week of the year, and it's a kind of a time where we're kind of looking back on, how has our year been? Have we accomplished all our goals that we wanted to achieve? Exactly, let's review. It's kind of like a life review, when somebody passes over and they leave their physical body, the first thing that they do is they go through a life review, right? And they kind of analyze everything that they've learned in that lifetime as far as their soul growth and evolution. And that's kind of where we're at here at the end of a year of 2023 as we're embarking on 2024. And we are moving into not only the winter solstice, but the winter, now that we are in the season of winter, it moves into the water element. And I'm going to talk a little bit about things you can do on a daily basis to kind of balance yourself out during this time. These tools and techniques are excellent for Mercury retrograde as well. And I got them from my book. I always promote my book during this time of the year, Unlocking the Grief Code Using Mind, Body, and Spirit Healing Solutions. And it is a book of grief recovery. And a lot of people going through the holidays this year are not going to have happy holidays. Let's just face it, right? As I said on my Facebook post one day, is life is not a Hallmark movie, right? It's reality. And not everybody is going to be with their loved ones. Some people have lost a lot of people this year, like I have. People we love, people who are no longer in our lives. People are going through a lot of changes, so is our world. So I like to offer up the ebook version of Unlocking the Grief Code because I can email it to you. So if you would like to get an ebook version of it, just email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com and I'll go ahead and send that to you. I do this during 2 weeks of the holidays, which I will give it away for free, just so people can read it and kind of, it's basically a step-by-step process for healing based on the 5 elements, using Feng Shui and healing techniques, okay? Mind, body, and spirit healing techniques. So it is what I use to heal, and I highly recommend it because it worked for me, and I know it can work for you. Healing is a journey. It's not a destination. Let's just face it. We're never done with the healing, right? Because we're breathing individuals on this planet Earth. So we're always healing whatever is coming up. So this is a great book just to get and read at your leisure, even if you're not experiencing any loss in your life at this current time. And if you're not, I'm happy that things are smooth sailing for you. Now, I have taken these water element suggestions for this particular winter season right from my book. Okay, so if you're interested, every season there's an element, right, based on Chinese medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine, there's an element for every season. So I have tools and techniques for each season to help balance you out in every way. And so this is just one example of what's in the book. If you want to get the book, it is on Amazon.com or BalboaPress.com. It is something that I did self-publish with Balboa Press, and so it is available on their website as well. But you can get the same thing in ebook version if you don't mind reading it from your computer, or print it out. You can print it out, okay? So let's see. So let's talk a little bit about the water element. In traditional Chinese medicine, we're in the winter season. It is the water element. And it represents the coldest season and the most darkness, which represent the symbol for water. Now, water also represents the emotion of the unconscious mind, right? It's that deep down energy of fears and the internal beliefs we have in life and how we move forward. With the current Mercury retrograde, it's an important time to review, reassess, as I said, those internal belief systems and our fears that are holding us back from where we really want to be in life, and to get ready for the year ahead. So moving into this time is perfect for Mercury retrograde, because that's what we do during Mercury retrograde anyways, is we reassess, we realign, we relook at things, we review things, okay? So the water element represents the bladder and the kidney organs, and it's in the meridians of the bladder and the kidney. So anything that you can do to work with the water systems of your body and regulate your flow through those organs is beneficial. A lot of the yoga practices that I do in my yoga classes is based on the meridian lines, based on the traditional Chinese medicine. Sometimes we can have actual postures that represent the bladder and the kidney organs. So if you're interested in knowing more about that, you can reach me later. But yin yoga is really good for this at this particular time, when we're trying to work with the water element and then holding those positions for bladder and kidney, okay? So when we have a water element that's balanced and strong, we have courage, motivation, and endurance to achieve great things in life and to overcome our fears. However, if the bladder and the kidney are weak, then you have an imbalance and you're more inclined to have a lot of fears or lower energy vibrations. So by working with the bladder and kidney energy in that meridian line, the chi energy is strengthened and balance can be achieved. And so the activities that I'm going to give you today that were taken from my book are kind of a step-by-step. It's an enumeration of 14 different things that you can do and incorporate into your daily life to create balance and avoid weak water element in your constitution through these activities, okay? This season, this winter season, right? Our winter season goes, it starts today and it moves all the way until we get to the wood season, which is spring. So it is a good long chunk of time, all right? So some of the things you can do to build up the water element is you can wear the color blue or black, or have water colors of those colors in your environment in your Feng Shui. Blue and black represent the water element in Feng Shui. So if you incorporate those colors into any of your decor, or even wear those colors, you're incorporating the water element into your life. 2, spending time in and around water influences such as lake, ocean, pools, baths, showers, and spas. So incorporating water into your life as much as possible. Now, a lot of us, we live in places that are cold and you can't be around a lake or an ocean or a pond like you can here in Florida, right? So in that case, snow and rain is water element. So just take some time outside in the snow and take some time out out in the rain and just absorb the energy, and it'll cleanse and purify you and help your water element balance out. 3, take sea salt baths to detoxify and purify yourself. So sea salt baths is buying sea salt bath salts with essential oils, and they're all over. You can buy them anywhere. So taking a sea salt bath will help to detoxify and purify your system, right? Your cellular level. Number 4, incorporating fish tanks, fountains, or water into your home or office. Again, that's another Feng Shui suggestion. What we want to do is put a fountain on our desk so we're hearing the water flow, right? Or putting a fountain somewhere in your home, or having the water element flow, or fish tanks is a good way to bring in the prosperity and abundance into your home as well. So also you can include water in a vase for flowers. Will give the energy of water in that particular area, okay? 5, the sense organ for water element is the ears. So listening to soft music or listening to guided meditations will bring in the water element influence, okay? 6, drinking more water, just drinking more water, as in 8 ounces of purified water daily. So make sure even in the winter months, we don't tend to get as much water as we should, because of course it's not hot, right? Except in some areas. But make sure you're drinking enough water so that it is cleansing your system, purifying your organs especially. Our organs is, the bladder and the kidney. If you are not drinking enough water, you're going to feel, that's when, a lot of health elements come up, okay? So just remember, what I always have water in my refrigerator, so I always just grab a bottle out, chug it, and then I know, okay, I have 8 ounces today. I don't have to worry, and then come back and grab another bottle. And then if I know how much a bottle has in it, I'm able to kind of calculate how much I'm drinking on a daily basis. I tend to track my food anyways, because as most of you know, I had lost 40 pounds on Weight Watchers, so I tend to track my water and food anyways, but I know a lot of people don't, so I'm just bringing that to your attention. Now, 7, eating cooked warm foods such as soup, stews, casseroles, beans, and whole grains during this time is the winter element. It is the water element. So of course, soup, stews, anything, casseroles, beans, warm food, okay? Less cold food, less, salads and raw things and cold fruits and things like that. More warmed up items is particularly useful during this time for the water element. 8, doing yoga for greater flexibility, body flow, and meditation. And yin yoga is perfect for the water element. And most of you know I do a lot of yoga. I have taken a break because of my move from October until now. I have done very limited amount of yoga. My body is screaming for it. So I'm getting back on schedule after this holiday. And I do it 5 to 6 days a week. Yin yoga or vinyasa, but choose what you want. What happened to me last week was I did sign up for a yoga class here in my new location. And you know me, I love yoga, right? I do yoga all the time. I went to the studio that had Bikram yoga. I did not know it was Bikram. They said something about all these postures they were going to do, but one of the classes was even labeled extreme yin, and I thought, okay, extreme yin, I do a lot of yin, I can handle that. It turned out to be something totally different than I had imagined. It was more Bikram. The yin class was more vinyasa, and it was an intense heat, because if you know anything about Bikram, it's intense heat. And it was just like, it wasn't what I wanted, okay? It wasn't what my body was screaming for. My body was screaming for heated yoga, but vinyasa is, they start out with warm room and then they gradually heat it up and then they gradually reduce the heat. It's not intense heat. you know, throughout the entire yoga session, which is this one. These were 90 minutes, so it was pretty intense. It was enough to make me say, this is not for me. And you know me, I love yoga, but the only reason I'm bringing that up is because try different yoga classes, because you may find that there's one that you absolutely love, and then there's others that you don't like at all, and it's a matter of preference, okay? So don't just try one yoga class and not like yoga because of that one class. Please try. There's so many different types of yoga out there, and it is so good for the mind, body, and spirit. So don't limit yourself, okay? Okay, so number 9 is meditation and stillness to reflect inward. So Leo's here. Leo wants to say hi. All right, comes in when we talk about meditation, right? Say hi, Leo. He got his grooming. Yeah, he doesn't have any of his shirts on today, but he's a growing, spriteful puppy. All boy. All boy. Right, Leo? Okay, so we're going to talk about meditation and stillness. Let me put him back down. Meditation and stillness to reflect inward. So spending time in meditation, like for instance, maybe 15, 20 minutes a day, or, you know, if you can do it 3 times a week, or, you know, I recommend every day for, you know, for real benefit. And go within. You can do guided meditation or just breath, but meditation and spending time in stillness to reflect inward is the water element. So utilize it. 10, regular sleep schedule with 8 hours or more. Try to get your plenty of rest during this time, just because the more sleep you have. This is a yin time of year in the water element. This is very yin, so it's very restful. It's very going within, taking time, quieting, slowing down, okay? Resting, getting sleep. When you're tired, go to sleep. When your body is saying, I'm tired, sleep, okay? And slowing down. 11 is slowing down in life and going inward during this time and listening to the divine messages from spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, and your ancestors during this time. It's important that you slow down, and not, especially during this, especially during this time when, you know, everything is speeding up with the holidays coming in. All right, and then number 12 is deep body therapy for release of deep emotional wounds in your cellular memory. So that's just cleansing and clearing anything that's no longer serving you. And let's see. Yeah, cleansing and clearing everything from the past. Maybe the past year, maybe from all the way back to childhood. Whatever you feel is necessary. 13 is releasing old emotions and fears through certain techniques like NLP, hypnosis, emotional freedom technique. EFT is the tapping, right, on all the meridians. So especially with the bladder and kidney meridian, you know, tapping on those meridians will really help, all right? Also NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, that is really going in deep and clearing out those belief systems, attitudes and belief systems that you no longer want in your life anymore, okay? All right, and then number 14, last but not least, dancing is a great way to release stress in your life, increase your joy, and go with the flow, okay? That's the motto for this season, and if you look at my book, I have a motto for each season. The water element is go with the flow. No brainer, right? Go with the flow. It's so important to go with the flow and not get stuck in an old behavior pattern or have expectations that you expect and then you're disappointed, okay? Go with the flow, go with the energy. Begin releasing those fears around moving forward to new experiences coming your way in the new year of the dragon, 2024, the new year of the dragon. Again, you can incorporate these practices into your daily routine a little at a time until you're ready for more. So you don't have to do them all at once. You can just do a few at a time until everything is flowing in your life, okay, so to speak. So you're going to begin to notice that your life is going to be led to a pathway of the peaceful heart with more love, compassion, joy, and gratitude than you could ever imagine, truthfully. The water element can also be balanced through the chakra system, and that is a whole other subject. I'm not just touching on it briefly. The chakras that are connected with fear that I have mapped out is the first, the third, the fifth, and the sixth chakras, okay? So by working with these chakras to get the energy back into balance, it's going to return you back to wholeness, happiness, and peace in your life once again. Okay, so more on that down the road, okay, because you know I work with the chakras in a very mapping method where I have mapped the chakras to the Bagua and also to the energy centers for healing purposes. So I'm wishing everybody, each and every one of you, a joyous holiday season filled with much love and light for the holiday season ahead. Feng Shui Friday is right now, tonight. I'm going to be sending this email newsletter out tonight. We are going into the winter solstice at 10:27 p.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to be sending the email newsletter out then, and then the video will be going out at that time as well. There will not be a Feng Shui Friday tomorrow because I am starting my Christmas weekend holiday so that I can enjoy myself and still have a lot to do here. So anyways, I will be back next Friday though, because we will be talking about January flying stars, right? Because that'll be close to the first week of January. Well, I guess, no, not till the 6th. We don't change until the 6th. But I am going to go into those next week for January, because then we move into period 9 information, okay? So, all right, you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Come here. All right, come here. No, okay. All right, no. All right, everybody. No messages, healing messages, no I Ching messages. Just have a wonderful solstice, a wonderful holiday ahead. I'll see you guys next Friday for more, okay? Love, light, and blessings. Namaste.